Good setup.
Afternoon, Kellen. And you talked about offensively what you were able to do yesterday, and does it help playing at home to kind of get back into a rhythm and a tempo that you've been missing, and how does that potentially carry over?
I'd say our guys have had really a couple of good weeks of practice. Obviously, getting guys back that are spend time together, invest in each other as far as practice and all the meeting times. I thought that was huge the last few weeks. Obviously, playing at home, we love playing at home. I think certainly playing at home is an advantage. AT&T, it's fast. You can play fast. I thought our guys got in rhythm and just played really, really well.
Dak and Zeke said they felt better than they have all season. Did you see that? And did they have any role in your game plan? Dak said he felt quicker. Certainly was taking off running the ball, but rolling out, passing the ball, he certainly looked like he did early.
I definitely felt like our guys played fast. Probably a combination of, I think, just the schedule, guys being fresher on Sunday, being ready to play. I thought our guys have a nice balance of, we want to make sure they're fresh. Maybe Wednesdays aren't as fast. We aren't going as full speed as we used to this late in the season, but our guys are still finding ways to get the preparation, get the work in, and be ready to launch and get after it on Sunday. And so I think, Zeke was dealing with some things that he was banged up with. It just seems like he keeps getting better each and every week. And so I think we're really excited with where we're going.
What did you like about the decision to use so much no huddle yesterday? And when you get into these playoff matchups, how do you dictate when you want to use that up tempo?
Love no huddle. I think it's obviously one of our strengths as an offense. I think we do a tremendous job with it. Our guys are really comfortable with it. Guys, that's how they were wired coming from college. They're kind of used to being in no huddle formats. So, I think we pick and choose our times. Obviously, felt like there was a lot of great opportunities to go with this particular game plan, and we'll continue to use it as much as we can. I think there's different times of the game based off the flow of a game. Sometimes you do want to huddle it, control maybe a little bit of clock, some tempo, whatever it may be. Maybe the defense has been on the field a lot. There's always different variables, but I think as much as we can, we like to get in and out of tempo and use it whenever we can.
Amari, talking to us last week, expressed some frustration, just wanting to get the ball. Obviously, they all want the ball. Was there a concerted effort on your part to give him more opportunities than in previous games, or that's just the way it went?
I think certainly it's the way it went. Obviously, we love getting the ball to Amari as much as we can. Felt like there were some great opportunities in this particular game. Amari did a great job of, especially early in the game, just being available, being open, doing a great job of getting his depth on particular routes. And so I felt like we did a great job of getting in a rhythm there. And, I think you always have to be careful of trying to narrow the focus for the quarterback into one particular guy. We feel fortunate to have other guys. Hey, they all want the ball. I get it. We want to get them all the ball. It's just a matter of opportunities, and there's only so many in a particular game. And so, this is the ebbs and flows of a season. There's going to be other guys that are going to get opportunities in different games, but you always want them wanting the ball. That's a definite positive.
As a quarterback in college and the pros, I'm sure guys always come to you saying, I need the ball, I need the ball. How do you handle that now as a coordinator when guys say, hey, I think this works for me right now?
No, I get it. I think the biggest thing is we just talk through the process. I think Amari's great. We love that all of our guys want the football. That's the most important aspect. We want guys who want the football. And so as the week goes, we have a great week of practice. We make sure we spend the time together on the practice field. I thought that's an important part of this thing. When guys practice really well during the week, usually things come out the same way on Sundays. And so I think our whole offense does a great job of just working together. You're going to go through bumps and different changes throughout the season, and you got to navigate those things. And I think our guys have done a nice job with that.
Can you define a little bit more detailedly, if that's a word, a fastball offense and what exactly it entails, and I'm sure it goes far beyond simply not huddling. And along those lines, when the defense has played like it has over this past period, does that give you more license to be more aggressive with your tempo in terms of pushing the pace?
I just say every game's got its different flow. Sometimes you do want to, there's times to bleed the clock a little bit and grind it out, and there's times to pick up the pace. And I think you're always trying to balance out those different things. And so, we love getting into our tempos. We got different variations, but essentially fastball is kind of our standard no huddle. You can go as fast as you want. You can go as slow as you want. And I think that's our biggest point is we dictate the tempo within that. If we got to take it all the way down towards the end of the play clock to get to a particular play, get to the right play, maybe Dak wants to use his cadence a little bit to try and see if we can get a free play. We had 2 of those in this game. We want to utilize that. It's different than a 2-minute huddle. 2-minute, you're trying to go as fast as possible, save as much time as you can. This thing is about just executing football plays. If we can go fast, we go fast. After a few plays, if we need to slow it down a little bit, we'll slow it down. And I think our guys are really comfortable in that. Dak's certainly really comfortable in that. We can communicate really well with the headset, and so I feel really good in that space.
Kellen, you were able to get Terrence Steele a touchdown yesterday. After the game, Zach Martin said that you've been trying the last couple of weeks to get an offensive lineman a touchdown. I'm sure he was probably joking, but what does that do? Or actually, not even that. When you do something like that, is it because of something you're seeing from opposing defenses that makes you like, hey, we could probably get this to go because there's so many other things that other teams are worried about right now?
I'd say we like the creativity aspect, and we always want to get guys involved. We've had different ones in throughout the season. That particular one we put in based off of their look on the goal line, and so it was one that just showed up this week. But we've been working different ones throughout the season for various guys, depending on the defensive structure. And that one we felt really, really good about. If we got down in that situation, that we'd have a chance for it. And it wasn't Mac, it was Terrence, and we loved it.
Kellen, it looked like you had Dak under center a lot more yesterday than you had, especially at the beginning of the game. How did that play into establishing rhythm and playing the way you wanted to? What was the reason?
The under center, I think, is just trying to create a little bit of balance under center. Obviously, you're always going to run the ball a little bit more when you're under center and throw the ball a little bit more when you're in the shotgun. But I think when you have opportunities on early downs to be under center and you feel comfortable with it, being able to get completions in that way is going to help out, statistically your numbers when you look at it from a self-scout standpoint and what other teams are going to be looking at from when they study us. And so, we stole a few in there. I thought it was good. It was comfortable plays that we've repped a million times, get completions and keep moving.
Hey, Kellen, last week you talked about thinking that defenses were trying to test y'all's patience. Most of your touchdown drives in the first half were 8 to 12 plays. Just curious what you thought about that element of the game yesterday.
I feel like that's a general theme in the NFL right now. I think you got to grind some drives out. I thought our guys did a really good job of just staying efficient. We're winning first and second down. When you win first and second down, obviously things handle themselves. When you're in the third and longs, obviously you put yourself in challenging situations. I just felt like our guys stayed on track the entire game in a lot of those drives, and they're really efficient. You can feel the flow of it. The guys felt comfortable in it, and we just kept rolling.
Kellen, now that the NFL has changed its rules and tomorrow opens a window with clubs with another interest for a head coach to be able to reach out, if you do receive interest, how will you handle that over the course of a week, and how will it impact or not impact? I'm sure you've thought about it, just breaking down what your obligations are to the team and how you would also pursue that opportunity if it arises.
Yeah, obviously if the opportunity shows up, that'd be awesome, but we got to take care of this thing first. We got to make sure we're still rolling, and this is obviously focus number one. We got to put everything into this thing, and we got a great opportunity ahead of ourselves. And as this thing goes, we'll see where it takes us. But the sole real focus right now is Arizona. Have some fun doing this thing. This is a great opportunity for us against a good team, and we'll see what comes down the line.
I know Dax told us he's been healthy for a while since that calf injury, but was there any lag, even if he was healthy, in getting the footwork back to where he wanted to be? And if so, where do you think he's at now, and how have y'all worked on that?
I just think it's investing in time. Anytime you have a middle of the season injury, you're going to have 1-2 practices during a week, and we've had some receivers in and out. So I think it's just investing and spending time together, working through that process. And I think Dak's obviously been taking the steps. I think the last few weeks, we haven't had these big scoring games, but I think he's done a nice job, and he's gotten better each week. And I thought this one was a really good opportunity that he took advantage of.
On Terrence's touchdown, when the ball, what's your mindset? Is your heart in your throat a little bit here when it's going to it? Like, what, you hoping for the right look? What are you thinking when you call this play?
Pretty convinced it was going to be a touchdown, to be honest. We felt really, really comfortable with that play. Their particular look, we ran essentially a run play off the same presentation at Washington a few weeks ago. Felt like the look gave us an opportunity to throw it to that particular guy. Felt like if we put Terrence there, they'd spend even less time focused on that guy from a pass coverage standpoint. And Terrence goofs around all the time out there in a walkthrough setting, throwing the football, catching it. He's kind of a pretty sneaky good athlete. We felt really comfortable with it. He had a little stumble. That was probably the only little hesitancy for us, but those guys felt pretty comfortable with it.
You've had so many different guys score for you offensively. What do you attribute a lot of that to?
I certainly say depth. We got a lot of good football players that we feel really good about, and so I think Dak does a great job distributing the ball, getting it to different guys. All of our running backs involves tight ends, receivers, linemen with the catch, and so I think that's important. That's how we want to play on offense, is be able to play with a lot of versatility. Or you can't narrow your focus into one particular guy or two particular guys. We got a lot of diverse players on the field that can do a lot of good things, and so we want to use them all.
After Wednesday practices, Dak and his receivers have been going a little more full speed type work, just to work on their timing. Is that something that was a coach-driven initiative, or did the players themselves say, "Hey, let's do this"? Or what do you made of that work the past couple weeks?
Just say our guys do a great job of just, Wednesdays we've slowed down the tempo a little bit as a team, but still finding ways to get through the preparation aspect of that. And I think our guys really embrace that opportunity to spend some extra time together, whether it's Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever day they need. If they need a little extra work, grab it, and let's get comfortable with what we're going to do on Sundays. And our guys are doing a great job with it.
Sorry, Kellen, you rediscovered Schultz the last 2 weeks. There was a real disparity in his catches, at least, from the first 6 games to the next 7 games. What's happened the last 2 weeks? Has that been by design?
I think, naturally, I don't think we're consciously trying to throw it to a particular player. Again, similar to Amari, I think, we're doing a great job of distributing the ball on first and second down. Tight ends on first and second down, I think, are nice, easy completions. And usually they're a little bit quicker passes, little stick routes and whatnot. But Dalton's had a few of those. He catches it, gets upfield, gets 8-10 yards, and we're on our way. And he had the nice play action down near the red zone for a touchdown. Did a great job of kind of selling the run action there. Did a great job, and so he's done a really nice job the last 2 weeks.
You should go ahead, Jory.
Kellen, some of the guys on offense were joking after DeMarcus's touchdown that they'd love to get him involved in a package. Would you consider that on his touchdown return?
This feels like DeMarcus is selling this through you. There's a number of defensive guys that are trying to get on the offensive opportunities here. So, we'll see. You never know.
Sean?
All right, well, to keep it on the defense, playing some offense theme, the quarterback seems to be pretty good at tracking the ball. You have some pretty good receivers, but how about getting Trayvon involved a little bit?
Trayvon's been selling. Mike has been selling. CJ actually played receiver back in the day. So, there's plenty. Yeah. Leighton thinks he can go back to his 8-man football and play some offense again. So we'll see.
Michael, if you want to finish it up here, it's yours. If not, we can end it.
We can end it. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Colin.